Well, I thought I'd finish up this little series I was doing, showing the different breeds of dairy cattle. And this is going to be part 4, and these are Holsteins. Yeah, I don't know what to say about them or how much. I mean, everybody pretty much thinks of a cow, this is what they think of, black and white, Holstein cow. Now they can be red and white. You know, they would almost the color like these short horns. Maybe a little brighter red, but I'd call this like a blood red, you know, dark red. Actually, Ayrshires seem to do a little bit more of a blood red. And that's the one breed I don't have, nothing I can show on them. Like I say, there's 6 major breeds of dairy cattle here in the United States. And yeah, you follow me for it. Like I say, pretty much everybody knows what a Holstein cow is. They are the most common breed here in the United States. Mainly because they produce the most milk. Like I say, they're a lot bigger than Jerseys. And that's what you are, ain't ya, huh? You got many Holsteins down here. Getting too many color breeds in here. But the only other thing, I'm trying to figure out what odd fact that nobody would know that I could give. Can't really think of much anything. The only thing I could think of to say about the Holsteins, and I don't have any registered ones anymore. Back when I was in high school, I bought 2 for the FOAG project. For some reason, couldn't use our own animals. I had to buy 2, 1 or 2. I bought 2 of them, is what I did. And it was actually my wife's uncle. He had a big dairy farm, and he had registered cattle, so that's the reason we bought them. And one thing about registering them is there can't be no black in the switch. You mean little bitch. And you can't have no black touching the hook. Other than that, and back then you had to actually draw them by hand. When you get ones like this, spotted things, you know, they ain't the easiest thing to draw. They don't want to cooperate today either. I just fed them. I thought they'd be calm and wouldn't bother be running around. But nowadays, I guess you can do pictures with them. I don't know. Like I say, it's been 35 years ago now since I've had any registered cattle. I mean, that's it. I registered them 2. I think I registered 1 of their daughters, and then I didn't have no more. I never monkeyed any more with them. And in fact, that's as far as the FOAG project went too. I bought them and then we never did nothing. Started a book, and our FOAG class was just a 2-credit study hall. Anybody that took FOAG in our school was so they could get out on work release. I don't need your help right now either. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what else to say about them. I mean, that's what you can kind of see the difference. Like I say, the Holsteins are big cows like brown Swiss. They're pretty much the 2 biggest breeds. Like I said, they both milk about the same. Holsteins generally do milk more. So, like I say, I don't know what else to tell everybody about it. So you can just see the difference between them. But I do have a little bonus footage here, so just give me a minute. There's the extent of my editing. Pausing while I go to another spot. But there's a Guernsey. The neighbor brought her over here the other day. It's one of his show cows. And like I said before, he shows them as calves. Once they start milking, he doesn't show them again. So right now I have 5 of the 6 dairy breeds in this barn. And you can see they're pretty much about the same size as a Jersey. You know, they are kind of, she doesn't actually look too bad. Jersey or Guernsey's usually seem to be a little bonier looking or something. I mean, we've been at the fair at times, and some other people have had Guernseys there, and we've had people walk up to us and ask us, is there something wrong with that animal? You know, it just doesn't look right. But they, in my opinion, I'd say they generally seem to be a little more on the bony side now. Like I said, if you compare her, this is another one the neighbor brought over here the other day, and she is rough. She's small. She doesn't have much meat on her. You know. And like I say, he does good at the fairs. He wins the rosettes. He gets first, second places. I don't know what the problem is with her. Probably needs worms more than anything. And I know he's got some pretty crap hay. I baled hay for him the one year, and I baled up better stuff for bedding than what he was trying to feed. But, and this one here is one of my jerseys I just brought down. These two here and that one are all first calf heifers. They're due here. Well, I don't think she's due until like the end of April. I know this one's due in 2 weeks. And that one's there is due in 2 or 3 weeks. That's why I brought them over. And like I say, I think you get 4 or 5 months getting silage into them and stuff. These two are gonna look a hell of a lot different. I gotta get the chance here and get these wormed. Like I said, I think that's her main problem. She needs to be wormed. But they are rough. And like I said, compared to that Jersey, this Guernsey's in pretty good shape. But this is generally, like I say, they're built like a Jersey, and they're more like a yellowish orange tan. You know, so. But like I say, I don't know much else about the Guernseys. You know, I think they would make a good homestead cow. I think they're like the Jerseys here. They're smaller, so they don't require as much feed. I think they do better on poorer feeds than like a Holstein would to be able to milk. And like I say, I think they've good temperament cow for somebody that wants to homestead. But with the Jerseys, I think give a better component test. So if you want to make butter or cheese, you know, you'd be better off with the Jersey. But so I guess that's going to wrap up this series. Like I said, that's 5 of the 6, and he doesn't have an Ayrshire, and I don't plan on getting one. There's only one person in the area here that I know that's got them, so that's, maybe I'll show them when we go to the fair this year, if we're not under quarantine. You know, the fair ain't until September, but you don't know what's going on. I just heard today that Trump wants to carry, according to his experts, the medical people and stuff, want to carry this out till at least April 30th. Whether some areas will start opening up or not, but he wants to hold social distancing at home at least till that point. So we'll see. So for the most part, it ain't affecting me. I mean, I don't go any place other than the feed mill and the parts stores anyhow. And for some reason here, all of a sudden, the last 2 weeks, I'm considered essential. For the last 30 years, I sure the hell don't feel like I'm considered essential. I feel more like I'm considered a nuisance. But people get hungry, their temperaments change. So, but if anything, I did some looking up online, and I found some interesting stuff about different dairy breeds out there throughout the world. So if I can figure out how to do something like that, I might make a little video about some of these other breeds. Some of them I've heard of. I mean, there's like another, I think I came up with another 46 or 48 dairy breeds throughout the world. Now, a lot of what they consider dairy breeds, we would consider beef breeds, but so, but like I said, that's the difference throughout the world. So I guess I'll leave you here with this. My old Jersey cow, just a pet right now. My wife did tell me if I had to, I could take her to put her in the freezer. She really doesn't want to see her go to the auction barn, but I don't know. I should do something with her. She hasn't milked in 2 years now. She's just been a pet, so. And she should have been gone about 4 years ago. She had a year. 1 year we took 6 times to breed her, and she was over a year of milking by the time we got her bred. And most guys want to monkey with them, but oh, all right. But when you have somebody who wants to love you like this, I guess what do you do? Right? So, oh well, I guess I'll leave it here, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.